Hello everybody, my name is Smarty, short for Smarty Reads, and welcome back. Today I'm going to read Chapter 4 of Play It Again, Mallory. It's called Trying to Hide. Before we begin, make sure you like this video, subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you know when I upload a new video. Also, share this video with your friends and family so they can watch me read as well. Other than that, let's begin. Trying to hide. I can't believe Spring Selection Showcase is in 5 weeks. Marianne pirouettes as she says it. Then she does an arabesque, and then she curtsies. All while we're walking to school. How do you like my ballet moves? She asks. She doesn't even wait for me to answer. We're starting to learn our dance for the show this week, says Marianne, and she does a series of leaps down the sidewalk. Great! I fake a smile so I look like I'm happy, but I'm not. I tell Marianne that I'm excited to start practicing, I can tell Marianne is excited to start practicing her dance in ballet. I wish I could say the same thing about band. We started practicing our instrument's mouthpiece yesterday, and I'm not happy about playing the tuba or its mouthpiece in the earshot of anyone else, as it has been all that I can think about. And then at the top there's Mallory and Marianne. When I started practicing the mouthpiece at home, Max told me that I should lay off the beans. I know he thought he was being funny, but I didn't find it so hilarious. Mom had something to say too, but luckily not about beans. She said I should really give the tuba a chance. She reminded me that the reason I never liked playing the piano is because I never really tried to learn. I reminded Mom that even though she's a music teacher, it doesn't mean that I'll like playing an instrument. Mom said I just need to be open-minded and give the tuba a fair chance. As Marianne and I walk into our classroom, I make a wish that the day will pass by slowly, but the morning flies by. While I should be thinking about math, spelling, and geography, my brain keeps thinking about playing the tuba this afternoon at band practice. At lunch, Spring Selections is what everyone is talking about. We practiced ballet all weekend and last night, says Ariel. Danielle nods like what Ariel is saying is true. We're so excited to start learning our dance for the showcase. We're going to practice every night at home, she tells Marianne. I'm going to do that too, says Marianne. She and Ariel and Danielle high-five each other like they're super excited to practice ballet. We're starting our piece in drama for the showcase today too, says April. She takes a bite of her apple and then puts it on her tray. I'm so excited I can hardly eat. Mrs. Denson is so nice, and drama is so much fun. In orchestra, we're going to start learning to play our instrument, says Pamela. Then she tells everyone at the table that since she has already taken violin lessons, Mr. Michael said she could start learning for the piece for the show. I try to not listen while they keep talking about how excited they are about spring selections, but it's impossible. That's the only thing anyone is talking about. Can we change the subject, please? When we get back to our classroom after lunch, I look at the clock and make another wish that the afternoon will pass more slowly than the morning. But my wish does not come true. Before I know it, I'm in the band room with all the other band members. Good afternoon, boys and girls, says Miss Anderson, as cheery as ever. Today, you will learn how to properly hold your instruments, and we will start playing. She goes around the room, helping everyone get into position. Some kids have an easier time than others, especially kids with smaller instruments like flutes and oboes. Jamie and Olivia, two girls in 5th grade, who are both playing the flute, have no problems at all. Dawn in my class is playing the clarinet. A 6th grade boy, Brett, is playing the bassoon, and Joey and a 5th grader, Babette, are playing the saxophones. Good job, says Miss Anderson when everyone in the woodwind section is settled in. Then she helps the percussionists. Max and his friend don't have any problem getting comfortable behind their drums. They both pick up their sticks and start beating their snare drums. I feel like a rock star, says Max. Me too, says Dylan. Miss Anderson puts her hands over her ears, but she does it in a nice way. Like the sound wasn't quite what it should be, but that's to be expected at the beginning. Imagine how you'll feel when you learn to play it, she says with a smile. My friend Pete, who's playing the cymbals, picks them up and bangs them together. It sounds like someone just dropped a big stack of dishes. We all put our hands over our ears, but Pete doesn't look like it bothers him. He bangs his cymbals together again. Those are called crash cymbals, says Miss Anderson. She tells Pete she likes his enthusiasm, but he needs to wait to learn to play the cymbals properly, or he'll cause all of us hearing damage. Pete says he wouldn't want to hear of that happening. Miss Anderson smiles at his joke. When the percussionists are all settled with their instrument, Miss Anderson turns her attention to the brass section of the band. First she helps Nicholas and Emma, 2 kids in my class, who are playing the trumpet. Trombone players are next, including Sila. When he gets situated, he blows into the mouthpiece of the trombone. His face turns red when he blows. A few kids laugh, but Sila doesn't seem to care. Miss Anderson tells Silo that his tone is not bad, and that he has strong, long arms, which are a good thing for trombone players. I'm sure you'll learn to play quickly, she tells him. Then Miss Anderson turns her attention to Calvin and me. She shows us both how to sit and hold our tubas. Calvin seems comfortable with his, but I feel like someone just stuck a big suitcase in my lap. Miss Anderson adjusts my back and head and repositions the tuba. When she's satisfied with how we're holding our tubas, she has us blow into the mouthpiece. Calvin goes first. When he blows into his tuba, it makes a low sound. A few kids laugh. Even Calvin smiles like he gets how it could be funny. Miss Anderson nods like she approves of his first effort. Then she looks at me like I should start. I don't want to do this, but I don't have a choice. I put my lips on the mouthpiece of my tuba, kind of puckering like we tried it with our mouthpieces yesterday. But when I blow, a sound comes out that is not a sound anyone would want to make in public. Ever. Everyone is laughing. I can feel my face turning red. I can't help but think of Max's bean jokes. Some of the boys hold their noses like the room stinks. Please, say excuse me, Pete says to my tuba, giggling. Even Miss Anderson looks like she's trying not to laugh. Then there's Mallory playing the tuba. Don't worry, Mallory. The tuba is one of the most important instruments in the band, and it will sound much better with practice. There's more laughter and nose holding. My face must be red as a tomato. The tuba might be one of the most important instruments in the band, but it is not an instrument that I want to learn to play. Right now, the only thing I wanna do with this tuba is hide behind it. That's the end of that chapter. I'll see you next time when I read Practice Problems. Bye, everyone.